How's it going, guys? Chris Game and Marco here from We Love Betting in Shepherd's Bush live on a Thursday afternoon, WLB TV. We're here talking Football League once again. How are you, Mark? It's been an international break.
Yeah, a great international break, wasn't it? Republic of Ireland back in contention for a playoff place.
Georgia! Not again! Unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, my weekend was ruined. And anyway, back to the lovely Football League. I haven't seen any of the scores for last weekend, so I'm still in the huff, but what happened?
Two managers got sacked, and there's quite a lot of shocks actually. Fucking Blackpool beat.
I saw that.
Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
Dagenham won at Northampton. Stevenage beat Plymouth. Upset a lot of coupons just last weekend.
Wow. This is the first time Blackpool scored the first goal in a game for 2.5 years. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, let's move on to a new week. Domestic football's back. I know that will excite most of you. And first game, Championship on Saturday, 3 o'clock. Charlton against Rotherham. Steve Evans quoted as possible next Peterborough manager, next who else? Sacked?
Doncaster?
He's Doncaster manager. But he's still in charge of Rotherham. How will he go on Saturday?
Yeah, he might not be by the time this comes around, because from what I've heard, he's got a house or a flat or an apartment in Peterborough. Rejected them in the summer. Might be a good time for them to move actually, because Rotherham are obviously struggling. Charlton consistently underrated by the bookmakers and I think football fans in general. They're quite an unfashionable London club, but they're even money, 2.00 with favourites to win this game. They've got a very less than flattering record in look at the stats. They're being outshot in most games. Only 4 sides have had fewer attempts on target this season, but they just keep on pulling out results. And last season, Charlton had an excellent home record: 1-9, drew 9, lost 5 at the Valley. That included 1-6, drew 5, lost 1 when taking on bottom half teams. This season, of course, they've been relegated Hull and QPR. At the Valley, lost their unbeaten record before the international break at Wolves, but it's still a really decent unit. Luzon's already said that he's really enjoying their sort of organisation, their defensive play, but if you look at further forward, okay, Tony Watt's a bit of a doubt for this game, but Better Kayle's supposed to be back from injury. This rangy forward, they've got Simon Makionek, however you say his name, proven a real handful. It's a big lump of a striker. Johan Berg Gudmundsson had great success with Iceland in the week. Him and Jordan Cousins are classy little midfielders. So I really fancy them this weekend. I'm really surprised to see them at not odds on here. Rotherham have got that upper hand in the head-to-head record, but there's a lot of doubt surrounding Steve Evans. He's been a little bit bizarre as well. Took the captaincy away from Greg Halford after just a couple of weeks. Gave it back to Lee Frecklington, who should be back from injury. Okay, they've signed 3 new players this weekend. They're not really massive names basically to bolster that squad. Away from home they're terrible. I think it's 3 wins, 9 draws, 13 defeats since promotion to the Championship. They've suffered defeats in 7 of the last 9 at top half teams. Leaking goals all over the shop, at least 2 goals in 4 of their 5 games already this season. I'm just really surprised Charlton are money.
Unfashionable Charlton for Mark in the Championship on Saturday. So loud in here, and I imagine, I'm hoping you can hear us through the shit 90s dance music, but we're trying to get there. Some sort of office jamboree going on, but
It's just gone up.
Yeah. Anyway, League One, let's get through this. Christ. Crew against Millwall on Saturday. Millwall finding the drop from the Championship into League One. They're finding it tough.
Yeah, so right, because it's not easy.
No.
Saw Millwall tipped up as title winners quite a lot in pre-season. Couldn't get it. Anyway, we're playing away at Crewe this weekend. Crewe, notoriously slow starters, but this has been their worst start since they promoted back into League One. Just 2 points, 8 points, 5 points, 3 points, and now it's 2 points in the last 4 years. Since, and it's quite worrying, because in the summer Steve Evans was told from the board members, stop with this sort of pragmatism style. I want to go back to the traditional football style of the Crew, playing the ball, possession-based football, but it's just not been working. They're the orders from above, so he's having to go with it. Obviously the coaches come out this week and sort of cement that idea that Crew will continue to play their attractive style. 66% possession last weekend against Swindon. They still lost 3-1. 4 defensive errors since the play.
She was nice. Waitress just asked Mark to order food. She was nice, but we must get back.
Anyway, sloppy defensive errors called. They couldn't finish their chances, even outshot Swindon 15-11, but still lost. It's just, you've got to worry about them, but I still think there's goals in that team. Ryan Coffman's a fantastic little midfielder who's got more forward who can score goals, and I fancy him to score this weekend. Millwall 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 defeats since relegation. Neil Harrison still, the jury's out of me there. I'm just not convinced. He came out publicly this week and said he wasn't actually sure of his best 11 yet. It's quite worrying when you're into mid-September. Anyway, they've been leaking goals for fun. 10 goals already in the 5 games they've conceded. Both teams' score here is 1.76, which is well worthy of interest to me. I know Millwall have failed to score in 13 of 27 league games in 2015, but I just can't see how they won't score with the likes of Steve Morrison, Fred Odeniema and Lee Gregory up front. I just fancy them to score, but they can't defend for shit, so anyway.
Oh, she was nice.
Put me off.
She was. Anyway, Carlisle starting the season well in League 2. Quite fairly well, yeah. I'm actually
had a great debate with Matt Cook going on.
I know, yeah, you're best pals in that game.
Yeah, good lad.
Good lad, loves his football league, hates the Premier League. That's a man who'll buy a pipe, mate. Yeah. Definitely. Carlisle, who I'm hoping to see this season, Mark, because it's pretty easy for me when I go back to see the family and I'm faced to go watch them, so I will go back. I think they might be playing at home next weekend, so I might go back then. Anyway, they're at home with Dagenham Redbridge this Saturday. Where's your pounds going in this game?
Goals, it's got to be goals. I mean, you talk about Keith Curle's good start, 2 wins, 3 draws and a defeat. They're up in 9th. I can't remember the last time Carlisle were in the top half, but throw in the cup performances as well, 4 wins, 3 draws, 2 defeats. It's really impressive. I looked a little bit closer and it's not so impressive, but anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. Carlisle, 6 matches have produced a league high 27 goals. It's an average of 4.5 a game. All 6 have proven profitable for both teams to score. Backers, 4 have gone over 2.5 as well. Throw in the cup games, that's 8 from 9 that see both teams to score. You've got to go with goals here. Look at their Brunton Park matches, 4-4 at home to Cambridge, 1-1 with Wimbledon, and a 3-2 win against Barnet last weekend. That weekend, Curle came out and said Barnet's style of play took him back to the 90s at Wimbledon. Martin Allen came back and said it's the most one-sided defeat I've been involved in 19 years. Actually, Barnet had 11 attempts on target in that game. It showed their dominance in the fixture. Carlisle matches are already sort of averaging loads and loads of shots, loads and loads of goals. You've got to go with the goals again. Both teams' score is 1.76 here. It really appeals to me. Dagenham, it's a huge long journey for them as well. But they won 2-1 at Northampton last weekend, showing real signs of improvement. Jamie Curiton was left on the bench, but instead Matt McClure got 2 goals, took his chance as well. Some terrible cobblers defence in that, but with Ashley Hemmings and Christian Doyle, they've got some good midfielders there. Prove a threat from midfield as well. They were full value for those points as well, and I really fancy them to do some damage at this weekend as well. They've only lost 38% of their 55 away games under Wayne Burnett, which is really impressive for a side you kind of consider as pushovers. Anyway, they can contribute to the goals as well. 5 of their 6 league games have seen both teams score. 4 of them gone over 2.5 as well. They've also got an outstanding away record for scoring goals under Wayne Burnett. I think they've only failed to score in 13 of those 55 away league games. They've only kept 10 clean sheets, mind. So, 34 of those 55 produced both teams to score winners. Look at Keith Curle's record since he took charge of Carlisle. At home, 14 of their 22 have seen both teams to score. Only kept clean sheets in 6, but only failed to score in 2. So, yeah.
Goals at Brunton Park on Saturday. Carlisle home with Dagenham. Carlisle, the fans, fashionable side that Ian McIntosh is covering. Their fans have been under the microscope for the long trips they'll be making in League 2 this particular season. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to this weekend. We're going to get 3 out of 3 here.